What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite internet cooking show, Smell What Coop is Cooking. I'm your host, Coop. Check this out. You guys know I love to bring you guys delicious sauces to add to any one of your favorite dishes, and that's exactly what we're doing, because on today's episode, I'm gonna show you guys how to make Coop's super fire, super delicious hot honey. Full recipes in the description. Let's go. What's poppin', you guys? Let's go ahead and start hooking up this fermented garlic jalapeno honey. First things first, as always, a little bit of prep. I've got 3 cloves of garlic that I've already got peeled off to the side. I'm just gonna slice up a couple of jalapenos as well, 3 to be exact. And once you got your garlic peeled and jalapenos sliced, go ahead and bring a jar into the picture. Let's throw our jalapenos in at the bottom. Make sure we get it packed down in there nice. Follow that up with all of our peeled garlic. Pack that down into the jar with those jalapenos. Next, we're gonna fill the rest of this jar up with some organic, raw, unfiltered honey. Make sure you use the raw, unfiltered honey for this one, as it's gonna have the right sugars in it to help the fermentation process. You can see those bubbles coming up from the top as that honey starts to settle down inside of that jar. Give it a few taps just to make sure all that honey gets down to the bottom. Fill that jar back up to the neck with more honey. Make sure that garlic and jalapeno is fully submerged inside of that honey. This will help prevent bacteria from growing on the top of those jalapenos and garlic that aren't submerged and giving us botulism. Now I'm gonna add a lid on top, fasten it nice and tightly. This is gonna sit on my counter at room temperature for about 1 week. Gonna pop the top about once daily to stir it up and make sure none of that bacteria grows on top. Thank you for being here for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of these hot episodes. And after 5 days, let's give you guys a little look-see at how this jalapeno garlic honey is looking. As you can see, those bubbles forming inside. That's from that garlic and jalapeno fermenting inside of that honey. You can see those jalapenos starting to shrivel up a little bit. That's because this honey is absorbing all the flavor from those sliced jalapenos and garlic. Let's go ahead and pop the lid, let you guys see inside real quick. As you can see, those bubbles are rushing to the top. This is the 5th day into the process, but I've opened this jar up at least once a day, every day, to give this bad boy a stir. And each time you can see all those bubbles floating up to the top, which is exactly what we're looking for in this fermentation process. Give it another stir, make sure all that garlic and jalapeno is submerged underneath that honey. You guys, this already smells so fire. You can smell that jalapeno and garlic that's infusing inside of that honey. Man, this one I cannot wait to try. Now we got everything back submerged in that honey. Let's go ahead and add our lid back on top. Let this keep fermenting for a couple more days. If you're feeling this recipe and want to see other recipes just like it, make sure you hit the archives and let everybody know you found it on Smell What Coop is Cooking. All right, you guys, 7 days has passed. I think this jalapeno garlic honey is ready to go. The breakdown of those natural sugars inside of the jar has also left our honey a lot looser than it was before. Let's go ahead and pop this lid one final time. Just 1 week into the process, you can see even more of those bubbles starting to form and come up to the surface. Give it a little love with one final stir so we can make sure all that jalapeno and garlic leaches off its last little bit of flavor. Now let's grab a second jar, add a strainer over the top, slowly pour that honey into the strainer so we can catch all that garlic, jalapeno, and seed before it goes inside of our jar. As I pour it into this second jar, you guys can see just how loose this honey has become. Go ahead and get all them jalapenos and garlic up out of there. Those are looking good enough to eat. You guys know I don't like to waste too much here on the channel. So in an upcoming video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm gonna do with these fermented jalapenos and garlic. Gave this fermented honey a try. It's got some fire, sweet heat on the back end. I'm not the biggest fan of spicy food, but I thought this one turned out fire. If you want to add a little bit more heat to yours, just go ahead and slice up a couple extra jalapenos. when you're prepping everything up to start your fermentation. You can use this fermented honey as the base for tons of different sauces. I'm getting ready to show you guys one right now because we're about to hook up some hot honey. Hey, you feeling the video? Make sure you let me know by hitting that like button. This one's gonna come together real easy, you guys. Grab yourself a mixing bowl, pour 1 cup of that fermented garlic jalapeno honey inside. Next, add in equal parts of your favorite hot sauce, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. What? Give that a good whisk to emulsify and combine. And just like that, I bring you Coop's super fire, super delicious, jalapeno and garlic infused hot honey. I got myself a little scoop for Coop off camera, and this hot honey is extremely fire, you guys. This hot honey is perfect on wings, pizza, use it as a sauce on sandwiches, or a dip on the side. Stay tuned, you guys, because I'm going to show you guys exactly what Coop does with this hot honey next week. Until then, thank you for rocking with your boy for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking. The channel continues to grow, and I'm forever humbled by every new subscriber that joins on board. Thank you guys so much. You guys got any recipes you want to see? Make sure you let me know in the comment section. I'm out. There you have it, you guys. Coop's super fire, super delicious hot honey. Made this one with that fermented garlic and jalapeno honey. Check this one out. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comment section. We'll be back here for another episode next week, but don't forget to like my ish, share with a friend or foe you already know for any special business inquiries.
Investors? Possibly you.
Hit your boy up at smellwhatcoopiscooking@gmail.com, and we'll catch you guys right back here next week for another episode of Smell What Coop is Cooking.